Hey guys, Mary here to tell you about all the latest games and new releases. And this week we praise the sun because we're getting Dark Souls 3. So you somehow managed to avoid spoilers until now. Good for you. I'll only show the trailer, so you can keep those screams organic for when you play the game yourself. There's surprises around every turn, and the third installment in the Dark Souls series is certainly no short of deadly boss fights and horrible evils lurking around every corner. So keep counting your deaths and press on, O kindled one. You praise the sun on the 12th. If you're looking for a cuter game, why don't you try Ratchet Clank? You get features like strafing, weapon and health upgrades, raritanium weapon upgrading, and new weapons like the Pixelizer, which, as the name would suggest, turns your enemies into an 8-bit likeness of themselves. However, my favorite will always remain the Groovitron. The game's plot is based upon elements from the original Ratchet & Clank game and the upcoming animated feature film, which incorporates elements from the latter entries in the series. That means you really only need to experience one, because they have pretty much the same cutscenes. So if you're gonna pick one, make it the game, and you can start dancing on the 12th. The beloved JRPG that won GameSpot's Best 3DS Game of the Year a couple years ago is back with a sequel. It's Bravely Second and Lair. The game takes place in the same universe as Bravely Default, occurring 2.5 years after the events of the first game. Awaking from a coma, Tiz is rescued by Magnolia Arch, a young woman from the moon. Totally reasonable. The sequel reuses the same battle system implemented in Bravely Default, so if you likey that one, you'll probably likey this one. Don your cutest outfit on the 15th. Risk of Rain was originally released on PC a few years ago, but now it's being ported to PS and Vita. It's an action platformer with roguelike elements, with permadeath as its primary feature. You're on a mysterious planet with randomly spawning enemies and bosses, either alone or with 3 friends in online and local co-op. The longer you play, the harder everything gets, so you're constantly trying to find a way to get items and level up, but you're weighing that against how long you're being in the world and making everything more difficult. Hence the name Risk of Rain. It's all a gamble. It's actually super fun and even more fun with friends. We covered the PC version back in the day, and provided it's the same caliber experience, this is a worthy game to pick up on the 12th. Finally, the park creeps its way from PC to PS4 this week. You're a hard-working mom going through an abandoned amusement park to find her missing son. This isn't a very long game, and you can probably guess what happened to your son. But there's still a few good scares in there. And if you have a fear of the tilt-a-whirl, this will validate that. Find your son, you bad mother, on the 12th. And that's all the games coming out this week. Remember that release dates are based on retailer listings and sometimes they change.